Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Madeline Pratt here. This is our 4 o'clock virtual yoga hour. I've been teaching these classes live on Tuesdays and Thursdays for the past couple weeks because as I've shared with some of you, I normally would be at a studio during these time frames teaching classes live to people, but I'm now on day 16 of being quarantined in my home. I guess before it was a voluntary quarantine, but my husband actually tested positive for the virus, so now it's not very voluntary all, and we're going to be here for at least the next 15 days. So with that being said, I want us to just take a moment to stand nice and tall and come to a place where we feel ready to practice. I was myself sitting into a chair up until about 15 minutes ago, and I've been sitting in that chair all flipping day. Because I'm somebody who loves to work hard. I know that my clients need me now more than ever. But at the same point, I've made a point to carve this time out for myself. So I want us to just take a moment to stand nice and tall here and shift our weight a little bit back and forth. And I'm going to move back so you can see my feet here because I'm rocking back and forth here just to ground myself down, flatten my feet out, connect them to my mat, to the earth. Because I've been, like I said, I've been plugged into my computer, I've been sitting on my butt, I've been in a different mode, in a different world, and it's time for me to take a moment here to slow down. And as we round ourselves here, as we ground into the earth, let's take a moment to close the eyes as we look back and forth. We're just going to rock ourselves. And as we're rocking and maybe just calming our nervous system a little bit, I just want you to go ahead and think about something you're grateful for today. And some days there might be a lot of things that come to mind. Like as I was talking, I showed up with my meal prep delivery. I'm super grateful for my meal prep company for making it possible for me to have fresh produce right now without having to go to the grocery store. But whatever you're thankful for, just establishing it. And slowing the rocking down, standing nice and tall, maybe bringing the eyes closed, palms open. And then I want us to just take 3 rounds. So you're going to inhale, arms are coming up, hands together overhead, and then exhale. Palms cup the heart center. Inhale, scooping up all the energy you need. Exhale, push out whatever you don't. One more, inhale. Exhale. Hands come down to the center. Eyes stay closed for a moment. And for here, I just want to connect you with anything that you need this evening in your practice. There are a million different places, things you could be doing right now. You made the choice to show up for yourself and show up for yoga today. And there's always a reason. So what is your why for being here for this practice? Is it to shut yourself off, to shift into a new state of being or a new way of thinking? Is it to quiet some of the noise of the world right now? Maybe it's to go inward, connect with yourself, or simply to de-stress and stretch and strengthen the body after sitting immobile for most of the day. So whatever that intention is, just honoring it, calling it in here. Feeding it into the body, connecting it to the heart. We're going to take 3 more rounds of this breath just to really bring it into the body. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, nice and slow. Inhale, exhale. Release the hands, open the eyes. From here, I'm going to step back for a second, and you're going to notice I've got next to me a yoga block. Now, not everybody has a yoga block, that's okay. If you have anything that's block-like and solid and stable, it could be like a box that's nice and solid or something of that nature, you can use that. If you need a yoga block and you don't have one, I know a great small business owner that makes them. You can shoot me a note, I'll connect you with her. And then today I've also brought with me a new prop. So I've got my block, and I've also got my strap here today. So if you're somebody who has a strap or something like a strap at home, you can grab it. If not, I'll show modifications of how we can do things with or without. Alrighty. Standing nice and tall, I want you to come to the top of your mat. I'm going to stay in the middle so you can see me here. And we're going to inhale our hands up nice and tall overhead. And then exhale, we're going to fold ourselves forward with the flat back, coming over into our first forward facing fold. I'm going to go ahead and start our music now so we can start to flow through. And if you're somebody who's like me today, your hamstrings might be a little tight. So if you need to bend the knees gently here and strengthen and lengthen them, let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to bend and stretch. These are gentle bends and stretch. You can see I'm only moving just a bit. I'm not actually straightening all the way because I'm super sore from the leg workout I did yesterday. Bending and stretching. We're here for 3. Remembering to breathe, and 2, and 1. Let the head hang heavy. Walk those hands out in front of you, feet behind you, until you're in a plank position. Nice, long, and lean here. We're going to slowly lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale is just a baby cobra. We're going to look over our right shoulder, and then over our left. From here, we're going to tuck our toes underneath us, pressing up and back to our downward facing dog. And from here, same thing. If the hamstrings are tight, you can bend into both knees or right knee and then left knee, just to allow for a little lengthening in the backside body. Pedaling the feet out here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Those feet are going to start walking towards your face, slowly, one step at a time. You're going to find your way back into that forward fold, but this time you're going to bend deeply into those knees, and then drop your weight so you can roll up to 1 vertebrae at a time. When you get here, we're going to inhale the hands up overhead. Exhale, comes to heart center, back to that flat back. Forward fold. Inhale is a halfway lift. So we're in a flat back here. My hands are coming to my shoulder. Nice, long, and lengthen. And then exhale, folding over. Walking those hands back out to my plank. I'm going to lower down 5 counts here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking to the right. Looking to the left. Toes tuck up underneath me. Back to my downward dog. That's our flow here. We're going to take it 2 more times. So we're going to pedal out through the heels here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Start walking those feet towards your face. And then when you're ready, exhale. Drop the weight. Roll yourself up. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale. Float forward, flat back. Inhale, halfway lift, back to that flat back. Exhale. All the way down. Place your hands, step yourself back. Lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Look right. Look left. Tuck the toes up and back. Walk those feet out. We've got 1 more round. 3, 2, 1. Walk them back towards your hands. Drop the weight into the heels. Bend through the knees. Ripple that spine back up. Scooping the arms up and out. Hands through heart center. Exhale, flat back all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walk those hands out. Walk those feet out. Lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, looking right, looking left. Tucking the toes up and under, pressing back. And now we're in our downward facing dog. You can walk the feet out here if it feels good to you. Or if you want, you can just stay in a steady state. Just really feeling this wrapping of the forearms. It should feel like they're wrapping around something. And you should be nice and lengthened in the kneecaps if you can. Little bit of the feet off the ground, the heels off the ground, I mean. And then when you're ready You're gonna go ahead and inhale the right leg towards the sky. From here, you should find this feeling of suspension. It's almost like I've got a rope around your big right toe, and I'm just allowing you to hang from it. And then exhale is gonna step that foot in between your hands, and you're gonna drop that left knee to the ground, untucking the left toe, and you're just gonna inhale, looking up. Now from here, if you wanna get a little deeper stretch, you can come up to your fingertips, and you're just pressing this weight forward into that right foot, getting this beautiful stretch into the groin, opening up that left quadricep for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly shift the weight back enough that you can shift that leg out and around. Tuck those toes up underneath. Back to your downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath here. Remembering to take your time. These big long inhales. Nice long exhales. 2 more. Last one. When you're ready, inhale that last leg towards the sky, suspending from that big toe. And then shifting the weight forward to bring that leg through, planting in between the hands, dropping the right knee, releasing those right toes, shifting the weight forward, maybe coming up onto those fingertips to deepen that stretch just a touch further. And just noticing, is one side tighter than the other? Today I was a little tighter on the right side. Last week I was the left. Just playing a little observer, watching the body, but no judgment. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Shift that leg out and around. Come back, tuck those toes up underneath you. And then again, walk those feet towards your face, finding your way back to your forward fold. From here, I want you to go ahead and reach those hands out behind the knees, deepening the bend, and just wrapping those arms around. And then especially if you can, straightening them, just to get a little deeper stretch, bringing that upper body and lower body together. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands, release the weight in, and dropping those hips, rolling yourself up. Inhale, arms are going to come up overhead. Exhale is a gentle arch, so watch it one time if you need. It's like you're laying your rib cage back on a shelf, and then you're inhaling to bring yourself back up. So exhale, lay it back, maybe just 2 inches. Inhale, comes up to that 3 more. Exhale. Inhale. 2. Inhale. Last one. Inhale, grow 1 inch taller at the top. Exhale, arms come open. Hold yourself forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or float yourself back. And then lowering yourself down to the earth. Inhale. Finding your way up. This time, cobra or upward facing dog with the thighs lifted. Exhale, tucks the toes, pressing up and back. Breathing here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. On the next inhale, my right leg is rising. I'm going to bend at the knee so that my toe is pointing towards the wall. From here, I'm just finding this opening in my hip joint as much as it feels good. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale is going to bring that foot in between my hands. This time, I'm going to step and shift weight into that front foot so I can come all the way up into my side leg. And when I get here, I'm going to check a few things. I'm going to make sure my shoulders, not trying to become best friends with my ears. I'm going to make sure my hands are reaching forward at a 45-degree angle. My palms are facing one another. From here, let's see if I can sink 1 inch deeper into this front leg. And then I'm going to make sure my back knee cup is lifted. When that's all in order, I'm going to go ahead and take my right arm down and back is in a challenge move here. We're twisting towards our right shoulder, stabilizing and twisting at the same time. It's a great little mental challenge, physical challenge for 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to come down, bringing our left arm towards the inside of our right foot. And the right arm stays towards the sky. Now the leg in the back doesn't change too much. I still have a long lifted kneecap. And my left arm is towards the sky. I'm breathing here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. That right arm is down, left knee drop. Circle sweep that right leg out and around. Press yourself back for a little child's pose. Breathing here for a couple rounds of breath, and if you need it, just taking a moment to take a sip of water before we set up and move into that left side. 3, 2, and 1. When you're ready, we're going to tuck the toes up underneath us, coming back to our downward dog. Right away, we're going to inhale, bringing that left leg towards the sky, and bend at that knee, pointing the toe towards the opposite side wall. And then an exhale is going to bring that foot in between our hands. Inhale, rises up. Again, doing that check on the other side, checking the elbows, checking the arms, checking the shoulders, the bend in the front knee, the lengthening of the back kneecap. And then when we feel nice and sound, we're dropping that left arm, twisting towards the left shoulder, finding that cross body twist. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. That right arm comes down, inside of the left leg, left arm up towards the sky. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that left arm down to meet the right arm on the outside of that leg, and then shifting that leg out and around, pressing back against that child's pose. Just feeling how it feels as you even yourself out from side to side. Option here to just take a moment, bringing those hands into a prayer overhead. Opens up this gentle line, this meridian, and moment of stretching into the armpits, from the elbows all the way up into the armpits. So it also just allows us to surrender. And for so much of us right now, our life looks like having to surrender. There's so much going on in the world that we cannot control. And so for many of us, we're learning new ways to shift and be flexible and surrender. Bringing those hands forward in front of you, we're going to inhale, ripple that slide up, finding our ways to all 4. From here, we're going to take a cat cow. So this is going to look like arching our tailbone up and our head, and then exhale, shifting our weight, tucking the tailbone and the head under. So inhale is going to shift us up. This is cow. Exhale, that back to up like the cat. Finding this ripple here. Inhale. Take 3 more. And 2. Last one. Right, that's fine. Lift it, tuck the toes underneath you. Lift those knees 1 inch off the earth. So our spine is still up towards the sky and our knees are lifted. And I want you to just click those knees open and closed for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping back to those knees, tucking those toes up and underneath you, back to your downward facing dog. Breathing here for 3 rounds of breath. And 2, and 1. From here, I want you to inhale, shifting your weight forward to a plank. And then exhale, you're gonna ripple your spine back, hiking the hips up to your downward facing dog. So this is just a gentle spinal ripple. So that inhale shifts us forward to the plank. Exhale lifts those hips up and back to the downward facing dog. So what we're looking for here is just really fluidity in the spine. For many of us, we've been working, or at least we've been sitting all day. So finding a space where we can just shift that energy up and out through the spinal column is really important. So let's keep rippling here for 5 and 4 and 3, 2, last one. We're gonna hold at that plank, and then we're gonna lower down for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, scoops the belly up, upward dog for cobra. Exhale, presses us up and back to that downward facing dog. Always an opportunity here to walk the feet out if that feels good to you. Taking a deep breath for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then those feet start walking towards our face. Finding our way to a forward fold. This time we're gonna lift our feet up, and I'm slipping my palms underneath my feet. Now, if this is not accessible to you, you can reach around to the backs of your calves or your ankles. But the goal here is to make the connection between the upper and lower body, and then use it to lengthen and strengthen both sides of the body as we compress them closer together. This is a deeper stretch, so do your best to find a place that feels like almost the edge. And then use the breath so that you can stay here, finding a deeper and deeper level of stretch. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing those palms. And then from here, just wiggle the feet so that they come together to touch. Knees are touching as well. And then we're gonna drop weight into our hips so that they sink down, and we're gonna bring our chest up and at a 45-degree angle, hands are at heart center in my Utkatasana or my chair pose. Now right away, I'm burning a little bit here. I said I had a hard leg workout yesterday. So I'm gonna flush out that lactic acid by just inhaling myself nice and tall, and then exhale right down to that chair spot. And we're gonna take 9 more of those. Inhale up, squeezing, pressing the glutes forward and back. Exhale down. Six more. Over halfway. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold on the down. From here, I want you to step your right foot back and bring these hands to heart center, and if you can, twist the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. And the trick here is to really press those palms together and then bend to deepen. Now, if this is not accessible to you, you can just stay forward here. This is a great challenge, this forward-facing lunge. But if you can add the twist, go ahead and play with it here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing yourself back towards center. Ooh, I'm gonna fall here. No, I'm gonna bounce off of that back leg. Step my legs back together. Find my Utkatasana, my squat again, and then back to my squat poses. So I'm lifting and lowering. Breathe in. You're halfway. Here for 4 and 3. 2 more. Last one. Hold on the down. Take that left leg. Challenge yourself. Shift that weight back into that lunge. When you're here, you're stable and you're ready for it. Twisting that left elbow outside of the right knee. Noticing if it's more challenging from a balance perspective on one side or the other. Holding here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shifting yourself back forward. Stabilizing into that front foot. Kicking off that back. And then straight away forward fold. Bringing the body weight forward. Taking the feet open. So I'm heel toeing my feet out so that they're just wider than hip distance. And then I'm reaching for opposite elbows here. Just allowing myself to let my head hang heavy. Sometimes it takes a little gentle reminder, shaking the head yes or no. Just allowing the head to release. But a great way to do that too is just to reach for opposite elbows and allow yourself to draw this little figure 8 with the elbows. Just allows the spine to relax. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to put my hands down to the mat, use my weight to my hands to just heel toe my hips and feet in alignment. So my heels are right underneath my hips, and then I'm going to ground my weight down, rippling up through the spine 1 vertebrae at a time. And then inhaling my arms up overhead. From here, I'm going to exhale, splitting my arms. So my left arm is coming forward, right arm is coming back, and I'm twisting towards my right shoulder. And then I'm inhaling both hands up overhead. This time I'm splitting my arms, right arm forward, left arm back, twisting towards my left shoulder. So they're coming up overhead, crossing, and twisting. And this is a beautiful spinal twist. Think with the breath. Inhale up, exhale down. Just moving here from side to side. If you want, you could take a moment here to close your eyes. There's no pace that you're meant to be at. It's just whatever your breath is calling in. Inhale. Exhale. Let's go ahead and take 1 more each side. Last one. We're going to inhale ourselves up to the center. Exhale, hands come to our right center. We're going to flatten our back head as we come forward all the way to our forward. Inhale is a halfway lift. We're flat back. Exhale, we're walking those hands and feet out, lowering through our vinyasa. Inhale brings us up, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, tucks the toes, pressing up and back. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. On the next inhale, my right leg is rising. Option here to take another bend through the knee if that feels good to you, or just keep it straight if it does not. We're going to hold here with this suspended leg for 3, 2, and 1. Shifting the body weight forward, we're going to bring this knee to our nose. Inhale, we're going to shift weight back, taking the leg towards the sky. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, leg to sky. You got 3 more. And 2. Last one, bring that foot to land in between the hands. And then I'm dropping my back heel at a 45-degree angle, inhaling my arms up. Now, if you were to look, you could draw a line through the arch of my front foot, and it would hit the heel of my back foot. So check your alignment there, and make sure that your foot is at a nice 45-degree angle. From here, you're going to bring the hands towards right center, and then we're going to shift our weight forward, suspending for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands are going to come down to the inside of this right foot, dropping to the left knee, releasing the left toe. From here, I'm going to heel toe my right foot to the edge of the mat. And I'm going to take a moment here to really set myself up for success. So what that could look like for you is possibly shifting your weight to the external rotation. So shifting weight on my right foot so that I'm really on the edge of the foot rather than having the foot flat on the floor. Now that might not feel great to you, so if it doesn't, stay with your foot on the floor. But play for a moment here to find where's the rotation and where do you need the stretch most. Once you've established where that stretch is needed, you're going to go ahead and bring your weight down so that you can relax here and sink into this stretch. Now you might only come down a touch, maybe come down an inch or 2, But if it's accessible, you can come down like I am, all the way on your forearms on the mat. And we're gonna breathe here because we're gonna hold here for about 30 more seconds. So doing whatever it is you need to do to really find and meet that edge, breathing into the body so that you can stay here. Really just allowing that relaxation to happen and just noticing, are you feeling this in your left groin? Maybe in your left hip flexor? Are you feeling it in your right hip joint? Just paying attention to wherever the stretch is showing up for you in the body, and without judgment, acknowledging any place that tension is hiding. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly putting weight into the hand, walking it back. Just enough so that we can take that leg, shift it out and around, opening the knees so that we can sit back into a little child's pose. Breathing here, feeling the ribs expand against the thighs. We're here for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly inhale, rippling the spine forward to all fours, tucking the toes underneath you, pressing up and back to a downward facing dog. From here, you're going to inhale that left leg towards the sky, bending at the knee as we did at the right side. For 3, 2, and 1. Then we've got nose to knee. We're here for 5. Inhale takes us up. 4. Inhale takes us up. 3. 2 more. 2. Last one. Foot comes in between the hands. Inhale, dropping that back leg so that we've got a 45-degree angle, but that back knee still lifted. And then the front knee is bent. Hands come to heart center. And we lower ourselves down to this 45-degree angle. Breathing here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. The hands are going to come to the inside of this left foot, dropping down to that right knee. Untuck the right toes. Heel toe ourselves out. Setting yourself up a second side. So if you took nice edge of the foot on the right side, go ahead and take it on your left if that feels good to you. And then determine how far down you're going to come to the mat. Now, if you're somebody who has to walk here and you realize that the place where you're really going to find the stretch is somewhere in between the mat and up above, this is a great place to use your block to really deepen that stretch. And we're going to breathe here for about 30 more seconds. And if you're finding that in this moment you're really meeting your edge, do everything you can to stay and talk to your body. We're in a moment of a lot of stress and tension. And the best thing that we can do is really listen and be there for ourselves and be there for our bodies. And so as silly as it sounds, just to stay here and breathe and tell yourself that you're safe and that it's okay to relax. And just envisioning as you take these big inhales and exhales that you can guide that breath right to the point of tension to aid just a little deeper in that release. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly walking it off. Bringing that leg out and around. Shifting the weight back into our child's pose. Option again here to take those hands overhead. That prosperous posture. Surrendering. Letting the heart spill forward, letting the breath expand against the thighs. For 3, 2, and 1. Then we're going to inhale ourselves up to all fours. Exhale, tucking the toes up and back for a downward facing dog. From here, we're going to bend through the right and left knee, side to side. And then as you feel ready, you're going to slowly start walking those feet toward your hands. When we get here, we're going to take our forward fold and we're going to exhale, just bending through the right knee. And as you find this bend, you're going to notice that stretch through the left side. And then you're going to inhale, both legs lengthen.
Then exhale, bend just through the left knee, feeling that stretch moves up the right side body. So that's all we're doing here. We're just bending from side to side. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Bend. And lengthen. And doing your best, maybe shaking your head out here for a moment to really allow the head to relax. Going forward, letting everything go with the breath. Let's take one more either side. And then we're going to ground that weight back into both feet, wrapping ourselves through a bent knee so that we can roll all the way up. Now standing up nice and tall, we're going to go ahead and walk ourselves forward maybe a foot or two, and then we're going to shift our weight into our right foot. Now we're going to move into a balancing series, and it's going to be a little tricky for some of us, and so we're just going to honor whatever shows up here. To start with, we're just going to raise our right knee, and we've got arms out if you need them. And then from here, I'm going to go ahead and take that right foot, crossing it over, and if I can, behind my left knee. Now I'm bending in my left knee to be able to find that cross. And you might not even be able to get your foot all the way around, and that's totally okay. Just finding this cross. Now this may be super, super challenging for you. You may just want to stay here. Or you might want a little added challenge, which would be to take your right arm out in front of you, cross your left arm underneath it, then wrap it around so that your palms are facing in the left direction. This is Garudasana, eagle arms, eagle legs. Now, if I'm here and I want a little more challenge, I'm going to just see if I can sink 2 inches lower in this little twisted pose. And if you want the ultimate challenge, you're going to bring those hands forward, shift your leg out from that cross position, extend it out and back, pressing the heel towards the back side of the room. Now, wherever you are, you're really leaning into the stretch. We're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Wherever your leg is, release it back down so that it can meet your other foot. Release the arms. Stand up nice and tall, shake it out for a second, and then shift your weight into your right leg. So whatever happened on that first side, we're just gonna let it go. We're gonna just let it play. And then we're gonna go ahead, take our hands out again, shift our weight into our right leg, release the left leg. We're balancing here for 3, 2, 1. And then if we can, we're crossing it over. And again, this might just be across the knees, but if you can get it, you're gonna tuck and bend so that you can wrap that left toe behind the right calf. Now from here, opposite arm, so that means my left arm comes forward, my right arm crosses over top, and then I wrap around to take those palms in the opposite direction. There we go. Now I'm bending 1 inch deeper. If I want it, I'm leaning, tilting my upper body forward, compressing over. And then if I really want it, I'm extending that left leg long, or I'm staying just in that bent position for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Unwind, release the leg. Maybe walk yourself out from one hip to the other. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lift and lower those toes one more time. We're just going to return to that rocking motion we found at the start of the class. And again, if it feels good to you to close your eyes here, find this little gentle wave, lulling the body, lulling the brain, just rocking here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale those arms up overhead, lift the gaze towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward, flat back, all the way to your forward fold. Inhale is a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. We're gonna step those feet back to our plank, and then lower to the earth for 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, when you get here, I want you to go ahead and release the hands behind you. So my hands are at my side, and I'm taking my left cheek down to the mat. Now from here, I'm gonna go ahead and interlace my hands behind my back. So my fingers are coming to touch and interlacing. On my next inhale, I'm lifting just my chest up to peel my head, neck, and chest off the mat. Now I'm exhaling, switching my face down, opposite side. So inhale peels me up, this upper body comes up, big stretch. Exhale, cheek to mat, alternating side. Let's take 4 more, 2 each side. Inhale and exhale, last 2. Last one. Bring those hands underneath the shoulders, and then tuck the toes underneath you so you can press up and back to your downward facing dog. Taking the last moment here to really walk those feet out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now slowly walking those feet forward. You can step, hop, or float yourself through to a seated position. We're gonna sit up nice and tall here, and then we're gonna extend our left leg out forward and bring our right foot in towards our midline. Now, some of you may be able to get your feet right tucked in here, and some of you may have it closer to your knee. Wherever you're at is totally fine. What I care about most is getting your spine up nice and tall and twisting yourself so both hips are really facing forward towards this left foot. Now, when I get here, this is an opportunity if you have a strap at home where you can play with it. And if you don't have a strap, that's totally okay. We can work with the body as it is. But if you have a strap, you can take it around that left foot and use it to pull your weight forward. Now, if you have no strap, you're just gonna reach for the back of your calf or behind your ankle or at the foot and pull yourself forward. So that it really should feel like you're pulling up and out of that hip joint before you compress and bend yourself towards the knee. And when you get here, the goal is to flex this left foot as much as possible to deepen that stretch on the left side. And then slowly over time, as the stretch deepens, we're melting this upper body towards the lower body. I'm remembering here to breathe. Engage that stretch a little deeper. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the band if you got one. Release the hands if you got them. Walk yourself back up. Slowly shifting ourselves. We're going to go ahead and take that right leg forward. Left foot comes in towards midline. Inhaling ourselves nice and tall. Setting ourselves up with the strap if we've got it. Hands if we've got them. Sitting up tall and then pulling ourselves gently over. Making sure that both of those hips are square to that front leg and that that foot is nice and flat. Breathing here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the band or releasing the hands. Slowly walking yourself forward, walking yourself back. Bringing those feet together. Now, my feet are not close into myself. If you look, you can see that I am in a nice wide diamond. So you should be able to look down and draw a beautiful even diamond here in between the legs. That's how we know we're ready to start our tortoise pose. From here, we're gonna take our right arm, shift it underneath our right calf, and our left arm is gonna do the same. Now, this might be as far as you get. You might need to be up a little under your feet. If that's where you are, that's beautiful. But if you want to take it deeper, or you can take it deeper, you're going to go ahead and walk yourself forward, shifting those arms a little further underneath those calves. Now, when you find a place that feels like your stopping place, your stretching place, you're going to go ahead and tip your head forward so that the crown of your head is really coming towards the arch of your feet. And when you get here, you're going to really find this focus towards the mid-back, because the mid-back
now represents the apex of your tortoise shell. Again, this is our Tormasana or our tortoise pose. So really thinking, how much can you round that mid back towards the sky? And breathing. We're gonna be here for about 30 more seconds. Just a little last release here, letting yourself go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly unfurling the spine, untucking one arm and then the other. And then we're gonna bring both legs out, straight in front of us. Again, if you have a band here, this is an option to loop it around both feet. If you don't have a band, you're gonna go ahead and sit up nice and tall, and then you're gonna reach your hands towards your calves, ankles, or feet for one last forward fold here. Flexing deeply through those feet. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the hands or releasing the bands. And then from here, placing a hand on either side of your hip to shift your weight forward. From here, we're gonna go ahead and just rock and roll the spine for a sec. This may be new for some of you, but what you're gonna do is just go ahead and extend your toes off the ground so you're balancing on the tip of your tailbone. From here, you're gonna curve your spine and roll yourself back and up. We're here for 4, 3, trying our best to balance at the top. 2, and 1. Balancing at that tippy top here, holding ourselves up nice and tall. Option if you want a little added challenge to go ahead and extend the arms and legs out into our boat pose, holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees back in. And if you're ready to, go ahead and lay yourself all the way down to your mat. So extending out for your full Shavasana here. Now, if you're somebody who's not ready or not comfortable to take your Shavasana, you can meet me in our seated position. So I'm gonna come a nice tall seat on top of my block here. The rest of you, wherever you are, if that's extended out on your mat, or seated, we're gonna find long spine, feeling like somebody's lifting from the crown of your head to lengthen you as long as possible. And then from here, making sure that wherever we are, our palms are open to receive. And then we find that place where we're just connecting into that breath. Feeling the expansion of our inhale. Feeling the weight and the ground and force of your exhale. Finding this important connection between your breath and your body. There's so much going on in the world right now. It is so tempting to disengage completely. Just hang out and watch shows on Netflix and to only think about ourselves. But what the world needs from us in this moment is to go inward, to see the connection between ourselves and our actions and the ways that other people experience it. Seeing how staying home and taking care of ourselves actually allows us to take better care of the world and of others. Because in fact, we're all connected. It's the best thing that we can do, to show up fully, present in this place, in this space, take care of ourselves, and in doing so, taking care of others. Making sure to lengthen our spine one more time here with an inhale and an exhale.
And using this last moment to return to whatever you found at the start of your practice that was giving you gratitude today. This could be a person, be a thing, be something you're holding on hope. Whatever that might be, inhaling those hands above our head, and then exhaling, drawing that gratitude into your heart center. And then extending gratitude to each and every one of you that practiced today from around the globe. Bringing the hands to the third eye, bowing to the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Now, if you're still in your Shavasana and you need to stay there, by all means, use this moment to rest and restore yourself. But if you're not in your Shavasana anymore, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. And please help us spread the word. So I've worked with my team to be able to put these videos on YouTube so anybody can watch them after the fact, not just attend these classes live. So if you know somebody who needs these videos, make sure to pass them on. And if somebody wants to join our live classes and you think they would benefit, let them know to go to fearlessintraining.com/yoga. But with that being said, thank you all for showing up and joining me in this practice today. It was a really big honor to have you here with me. And I hope to see you on Thursday. Thank you, everyone.